Welcome to episode 4 of Sit and Watch. I'm your host, Joseph Richardson, and I am here to just simply recommend movies and TV shows from a non-critic and non-pop culture point of view, because I like movies and I like talking about movies, and I want you to watch these movies that I like talking about. Be on the lookout for the first episode of Sit and Listen, where I share background stories concerning musical artists of today and yesterday, and JoJo's Records, where I share short stories of fear and oddness written by myself. Bear in mind that the movies and shows that I recommend do not have to be high-budgeted movies or critically acclaimed. They just have to be entertaining. If you have seen the movie that I will recommend in this particular episode, please feel free to share your view or views about it in the comment section down below. Now let's begin. And in today's episode, I recommend that you all go and watch the movie Sorry to Bother You. Rated R and released on July 6th, 2018, Sorry to Bother You is a comedy science fiction movie set in modern day Oakland, California. It was written and directed by the talented Boots Riley. The cinematography was done by Doug Emmett. It was produced by Forrest Whitaker and Nina Yang Bon Jovi, George Rush, Jonathan Duffy, along with Charles King and Kelly Glenn Williams. The soundtracks, and yes I said soundtracks, this movie has 2 soundtracks, were done by Boots Riley, The Coup. The score was done by Merrill Garvis and Nate Brenner of the duo The Toonyards, and it was edited by Terrell Gibson. It stars one of my favorite actors, Lakeith Stanfield, along with Jermaine Fowler and Tessa Thompson, with the supporting cast consisting of the veteran Danny Glover, Terry Crews, Stephen Yang, Omari Hardwick, Armie Hammer, Katie Berlant, and Michael X. Summers. And the story is this. A talented telemarketer finally achieves success by code switching. However, with that success, he becomes a part of a world that is so bizarre and diabolical that his freedom, the freedom of those he loved, and the freedom of the entire world will cease to exist if he does not intervene. And now I'm going to talk about the main characters. Cassius is the protagonist of the story. He just started working as a telemarketer for the company Riverview, who is a subsidiary of the corporation called Worry Free. He is struggling financially. Trust me, I have been there. And trust me, Cassius is struggling. In so much that he lives with his uncle, who also gave him a hoopty. And also, Cassius' self-esteem seems to have been affected by his situation. His posture is slightly slouched forward. He moves laggardly at times, and he speaks in a very calm voice. Salvador is Cassius' close friend. He really doesn't do much in the movie. However, it is very clear that he is loyal to Cassius and he is loyal to himself. He is very unassuming, and he also works at Riverview and seems to have been working there only slightly longer than Cassius has. Detroit is Cassius' girlfriend. She is a cute, rambunctious bohemian/activist who utilizes her art to, and I quote, expose corporate bullshit. She holds fast to her beliefs throughout the film. However, she isn't the most loyal person in Cassius' life. Sergio Green is Cassius' hardworking, loving uncle. He does not appear in the movie much. However, he is in a predicament that influences Cassius' character to sell out. Mr. And I'm saying Mr. because in the movie, you never actually hear his name. He's addressed as Mr. is the gatekeeper/manager for those who are promoted to power caller within the Regal View company. He is a brother whom is the symbol of success at Regal View and is the most successful brother amongst the elites. He is an odd Regal character who mostly speaks in his fake voice, which is his code switching voice. He is a complete sellout. Squeeze is a long-time employee of Riverview who befriends Cassius. Squeeze is not to be trusted. He harbors some jealousy and some disdain against Cassius. Johnny and Deanna debauchery, and trust me, that does says debauchery, however, she pronounces it as debauchery, are the team leaders at Regalview. With their zany personalities, they lead company pep talks and enforce company policies. They try ardently to pep up the employees, but their dialogue and their personalities are so ridiculous that they fail at it each time, leaving the employees to remain in a state of boredom and unhappiness at the company. Langston is that smooth, old school brother that has been working for the company for so long that he knows all the tricks that will bring success to any other younger brother that starts working for Regalview. But oddly enough, for some reason, he has never been promoted. He is the one who teaches Cassius how to code switch and get better sales as a telemarketer. And lastly, we have Steve Lift. Steve is the CEO of Worry Free, which is the parent company of the company that Cassius and his friends work for. He's extremely wealthy and very influential, and is the embodiment of how most people view the CEO of a powerful company to be. His only concern is profit and how to force his employees to work even more exactingly for him, which galvanizes him to go the way of an evil scientist. Like I said before, Sorry to Bother You has 2 soundtracks, which were mostly written and composed by the writer and director of the movie, Boots Riley, who is also the lead musician of the group The Coup. These soundtracks feature collaborations from artists such as E40, Killer Mike, Janelle Monáe, and others. These songs are pervaded with high-tempo rhythms that are a mesh between R&B, hip-hop, and rock that are sure to keep you vibing. Well, that's all for this episode. You can go and watch Sorry to Bother You on any of the many streaming apps. I do not own a hard copy of this movie at the present time, and by hard copy I mean either on Blu-ray or DVD. However, I will order a copy, a DVD version this weekend because I like this movie so much. I'll have to see it in my collection. Trust me, this is a uniquely hilarious film from start to finish that has a shocking reveal that you will never forget. As my people in South Carolina would say, I'll see you later now.